Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Thomas, who wanted a Gym Cannon 2 in white, maroon, and blue. So I hope the colors work out well here. We are on the military port, which, as you can see, Nurse Gundam is on my team. We've got I think some more friends on the other team. We've got Maelstrom, I believe, and I think maybe Spidey Wing and possibly Nexo Hunter. I forget. Quite a few people showed up for Friday this last week, so it's pretty good. Nova Gundam may be here as well, but Gym Cannon 2 is a support. It is it has a form factor similar to the gun cannons and the like, but it's kind of different in that it has beam cannons as opposed to shell cannons on its shoulders. It does pretty good damage with them. It also has the gym rifle for a sub-weapon, which does really good damage, and especially if you remember to tap the trigger and fire it in 3-round bursts. But yeah, it is pretty solid. And that is a Zagok, probably a Zagok E over there. And now I am right in front of a Hygog, which I managed to at least tackle past it when it tried to swing. And that is, I'm not even sure what that is. Probably, okay, well, it's definitely an Aqua Gym or a Gundam Marine type, because it's got a wire anchor, which, yeah, and as you can see, this is a Gundam Marine type costs, because we've got one on our team as well, along with Zuda F, a Gundam Pixie, and a Guff Custom. And that's right, and Nurse Gundam's in an Aqua Gym. So yeah, they're not bad. Matter of fact, they're quite good. They're probably the hardest thing I had to deal with at the end of Code Fairy, honestly. They tend to come in groups and really and corner you with those anchors, so it can be really, really difficult to get through that last stage. But I did it. And let's see. We have, yeah, they also in this match set snipers up on that ridge over there, so there are that is kind of a problem. I cannot quite outrange some of the high octane sniper units. I have decent range, but not that much, so I have to get closer to land my shots. I also just pulled that shot a little too much, which is relatively common for me, honestly. It's something I'm trying to work on. For some reason, I think like the hesitation that comes from using charging beam guns actually works out in my favor, because it makes me stop and line up the shot before I fire. It's a lot harder to just shoot. I've gotten pretty good at making snap shots with charging rifles, but even if I can't, I can take my time and line it up. Also, there's the fact that the charging beam rifles generally are not stop to fire, so that makes it a lot easier to line up shots than that little pause the Gym Cannon 2 has going. So it's different, different weapons handle differently, imagine. But yeah, even things. Aiming beam weapons is generally different than aiming ballistic weapons. Again, this game has a lot of nice little touches, all in all, and that is one of them. Beam weapons and ballistic weapons, even when you're dealing with a beam machine gun, just feel different. So that is good. But yeah, so you can hit some really nice pinpoint shots with beam weapons, but it's a little bit harder to. You can't be as approximate as you can with ballistic weapons, because they tend to have splash damage and or fire larger shells, and beam cannons are pinpoint things a lot of the time. So yeah, like I said, slightly different. And again, just the variety in how weapons handle in this game is something I like. Anytime they add a new weapon that does something slightly different, it makes me really happy. The Jim Spartan's missiles, for one, just work differently than anybody else, than even the Gazom's missiles, because they fly a little slower, so they're easier to steer. I believe I've got a round with that, so hopefully you'll see it sometime soon. Let's see. And there is... Oh, missed my shot. Yeah, again, that stopped fire really is the part you can throw me. You don't get that when you're standing perfectly still or scoped in. So it just, when you're trying to fire on the move, which I frequently am, you have to be a little bit more careful about it, which I frequently am not. Okay, Aqua Gems, and is that also not? No, that's probably Gundam Marine type, since that's beam rifle, yeah. They're very similar, but I believe only the Gundam can use the underwater beam rifle. So, yeah, there are snipers, and I'd love to do more about them, but kind of got to deal with the stuff that is in our face at the moment. So that is what I am attempting to do. And I actually stopped and fired, but now there's a Zagak E, which only missed killing me because of the incline I was on. And I skated over the top of its head. So the High God got to kill me instead of the Zagak, I think. So that was funny at the time, just the fact that my tackle went directly over it. That time the incline worked against me instead of for me. And 2 minutes left. We've got a 1,000-point lead. Not the world, but it's something. I think somebody's sitting at 6 either because they needed repairs or someone was trying to plant a bomb. Which is gonna... If they don't get it planted soon, they're not going to have a chance to set it off. But, okay, no, just everybody's here. They pushed us back to our base, so... Well, see what we can do. What I can do is wait to fire until I've got a good shot. Looks like... Okay, Nurse Gundam just got killed, and there's the Zagak, which I missed by a mile. And the Gundam has hit me with the anchor, and then knew enough to use a neutral swing to hit me instead of trying the lunge, because I was on a weird hill. And we managed to get a little bit of a lead, but it's going to be a close one. And whoever that is, I think ran out of feet, so they fell down. Either that or Nurse Gundam hit them with the anchor. That's not impossible. But yeah, number 4 I think is still getting attacked by snipers. But yeah, I think the snipers have actually moved over to say hello, so we're going to have to watch out for that. Zagak E is kind of more my concern at the moment, though, because I can counter-snipe, but if I'm going to get stabbed while I counter-snipe, it doesn't mean a lot. 30-some seconds left, we still have a tiny lead, but luckily number 5 in the Gundam Pixie managed to take down the Zagak E for me. My kind of slow turning radius being slowed down by the water is not putting me in a good position, though, to actually contribute in these last 20 seconds. I'm going to die before I can do anything useful, unfortunately. I tackled my way out of that mess, but it's just me and the Pixie, and they managed to take the lead. So, yeah, unless the Pixie can do something really good, or we land some support fire, which it looks like we're trying to do, this may be a losing round, unfortunately. But it's a close one, so that's not bad. And I did land some pretty good shots, I think. So, hopefully it's good. And let's take a look at the final. Like I said, I think it's a loss. If it's not, I'll be shocked, but we will see. And lag is definitely a thing. Yep, that is a loss. But, like I said, close one, and I think I did relatively well, so we'll take a look. Yeah, 78,000 damage, 2,790 points. Nurse Gundam got top assists at 480. And, yeah, so not bad. Not bad at all, even though we just did get overrun at the end, is what it comes down to. 6-3, not bad. That's going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. Hope you enjoyed the round, Thomas. Until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! Okay, it is the Tuesday night of December the 8th, or I guess the morning of Wednesday, December the 8th, however you want to look at that. And I have now done enough GBO2 recordings that I can break off from that and get some G-Generation recorded for this weekend, so... I should have enough to get through to Saturday, which is the next evening I will actually have time to record. Gotta admit, I have loved Code Fairy, but not having to juggle 3 things at once in the coming weeks, gonna be nice.